Shalom, shalom. Kal halalim la Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Vadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, elder bishops of Great Millstone, the men of the Lord. And shalom to the prophets of that body. And shalom to the 144,001 third. May peace and blessings be upon you and your households in the spirit of endurance. Okay, may sound like a broken record, but we are going home soon. All right. And Esau does not know the timeline. He might say 2030. He's going to lay out the charagma, or the world will be a different place by then. Whatever they have in their timeline, okay. But the timelines, okay. Father time is Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh, Father Yahweh. Okay, the Most High controls everything, every aspect. Okay, all right. My personal belief is it should be sooner, Lord willing. All right, but it's all up to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. But the time is coming. All right. The same way that time went quick time from that C19 thing from 2020, we're in 2025, 2026, 6 years. It's gone quick, hasn't it, to a certain degree, right? And how much more? We'll be in the kingdom another 6 years from now, man. Just think about it. Lord willing, sooner. I'm just saying hypothetically. I don't want it to be here another 6 years, but I'm just saying, all right? And we're coming to that time. And but thanks be to the Most High, which giveth us the victory through our Lord Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. That's 1 Corinthians 15:57, the verse of the day. All right, which I always check out the verse of the day, sets a tone for the day, right? And we have got the victory. The elect have the victory already. We've the hopeful elect, whoever they are, have already won. All right, we just have to go through how the Lord wants these clay physiques that we're in to move around, right? And just go through the motions. I hate to say it that way, but go through the motions until the hopeful elect, whoever they are, will be in the chariots with His Majesty Yahweh Shai, Brakti Yahweh Bashem Shai, right? All right. And we're seeing everything fail in this world, okay? Once, a world with the woman is put in the forefront, all them songs, Babyface. I forget the song's name, but Babyface, the singer, for example, where women are propped up. A woman can do no wrong. Baby, I'll pay the bills. I'll cook and clean. You just rest and all that shit. I'm begging her, bringing her flowers and shit, and she'll still be cheating, on you behind your back. You see these kind of movies and shows. You hear stories, right? Okay, the woman is not put on a pedestal anymore. Okay, the pedestal is cracked and she is tipping over. All right. Okay. Jeremiah 31:22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord Yahweh Shemeshah hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. Okay, so Jeremiah 31:22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? Salakia. For the Lord Yahweh Shemeshah hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. Okay. All right, and that's what we've been seeing. Okay, before you were in the truth, you saw it numerous times. Okay, no matter what happens, it's always the woman is always right. Oh, she's a female. Or a woman can smack up a man, people laugh, right? Oh, it's just a female. They're play fighting. They're a couple that's play fighting. Now, but if a man does the same thing back to the woman, oh yeah, he's hitting the woman. So a woman can do no wrong. All right, Those songs are sung about her, how lovely she is, how beautiful she is, how much she, the earth, men will say, "Oh, drink your breath water," drink all your waters, all that shit's out of the window. And I'm just touching on a few things, but you know what I'm trying to get at, right? Okay, that everything is upside down in this world. Okay, when the man is the prize, the man is the head of the household. Okay, it's the Most High. Yahweh Shai, okay, the man, Israelite man, okay, then his Israelite woman, right, and then his children. The man is the head of the household. The woman is supposed to call her man Lord, okay, her Israelite man, all right. And this message is only for the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians, and those of that paternal lineage that are scattered to the four corners of the earth, pursuant to Deuteronomy 28, verse 64. All right, we're talking to you, right? Okay, now where the heathens, it's affecting them too, where the woman is always put in the forefront, but they because this is their heaven. Women, for the most part, especially if you watch shows like Happy Days and is it Leave It to Beaver and all that kind of shit, and from that era of the 50s and the 60s, and I Dream of Jeannie, and what's the other one again? One with there's another one like it, Bewitched. Even though they're wicked, they always throw that demonic element, but they always show the man kind of like the head of the household, where women are in their place. Okay, but in the black household, you see Good Times and shit like that. It's always his woman, trying to call the shots, always trying to coming up with a final decision. Even though James in the household did have a commanding presence, right? But all that is gone out of the window. Everything is going back towards right side up. Okay, good right now is being called evil, and evil is being called good. That's why you can have homos walking around, uh, lesbian couples walking around holding hands, and I've seen that blatantly. Women walking around holding hands, you know, and not in a friendly, sisterly fashion either. You can tell they're one of them weirdo couples. You can see fags walking around. You know, uh, we're in an upside down world, man. In the ancient world, that would not be happening. They would have been cut asunder. All right, but in this world, everything's upside down. But we're coming to the point where everything is going to be put right back right back up there to his right side up, and we're seeing the vintage fail of these women, man. And the elect already have the gift, have the. Well, listen, the elect already have the victory. Okay, in another realm, we are already ruling. We just have to go through these motions. Okay, all right. We just have to go through these motions on a daily basis until we are physically in the kingdom. Okay. All right. Let's go to um, now, women. Another way women are losing their power right now is men aren't approaching them. Um, they're losing all their cushy jobs. Jobs, they're not really jobs in the real world for a man. You would think that, oh damn, how do they make money out of that? Content creators or uh, s- you know, uh, you know, some kind of art and design. Some kind of role where you know it's really straightforward and easy, and all you got to do is sit at home, you know, with your hot cup of cocoa and sit behind a computer, and there, you earn a six-figure salary, whatever it could be. Okay, all right. All those kinds of jobs are being passed over to who? AI. Okay, and along with that, nurses, which is uh, a very, it was deemed as a very high, a solid profession, where there was a lot of emphasis, a lot of pride with that, a lot of, wow, she's a nurse, man, she must earn money, you know, you know, and I remember women even saying that, I said, what do you do for work? And with pride, these women say, I'm a nurse, I'm a nurse, but all that's going out the window because in the UK they're being underpaid, and now these women from the UK, because in America you can earn a little bit more, but there's a lot more expenses up there as well compared to the UK. So a lot of nurses are going to America to earn to become a nurse, and the American nurses are leaving because they feel that they're being underpaid. And on top of that, their degree for nursing doesn't have that same emphasis and impact anymore. So I'm going to play a couple of vids. All right. So there's a whole host of things going on. Okay. And so along with these nurses, people coming in with stab wounds and gunshot wounds and people that are hurt, there's a lack of staff if the nurses are walking out. Okay, but they're slowly going to be replaced uh, by workers who are probably going to be paid a little bit less compared to their American counterparts. But these nurses are going to be from abroad, and most nurses here in the UK, very seldom, especially in London, you'd see an Edomite nurse. Most of them are either Indian, West Indian, and even nowadays, in the last 25 years, Latina women. Right, so a whole bunch of Israelite women and Israelite foreigner women, and even some Elamite women. Okay. Um, are in those jobs. Very seldom you would see an Edomite woman. All right. And so a lot of these women are losing their jobs and their prestige, and they're pissed off and they're underpaid. So they can't really, get them Louis Vuitton bags and go out partying and still don't give, and commit adultery. They can't do that anymore. So because they got a lot more on their mind. And what have they got on their mind? their career is failing, um, their lifestyle is not being kept up to date because they're not earning enough. All right. So basically, things are going in the direction of going back to its right way up, where the woman will rely on a man, okay, an Israelite man. All right, because the Lord did say He's going to make His men more precious than the gold of Ophir. All right, paraphrasing the scripture there, and those are the elect men of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. All right, I'm going to go to a couple of videos. In no particular. Which one is this? Okay, nurses are giving up and quitting. Same work changes. Let's go to this one first, okay? All right. Now this is another job. Weather girls, women that read the news that are attractive. Okay. Guess what they're going to replace you with? AI. They don't have to use your beautiful face and curves no more to entice viewers to come and watch. Women are going to watch us to see your hair and makeup and your dress. Oh, I like that dress she's wearing. I'm going to get one like that. So I'm assuming a lot of these designers have their dresses and clothes on these women, right? So other women can get enticed into buying it, and men watch these women because they're enticed because they're attractive women. And obviously, the powers that be don't have to pay them six-figure salaries anymore. Why? Because they are going to use what? AI. Where's the video? Here we go. They're going to use AI. Okay.
Save more this Christmas online and on the M&M app.
Salakia for that.
She is arguably the most divisive figure in Hollywood right now. Although there's probably quite a lot of competition for that. Taking Tinseltown by storm, causing a wave of controversy along the way.
Hi, I'm Tilly Norwood, the world's first AI actor. Delighted to meet you. I'm so excited to be on Good Morning Britain.
That's AI. Look how real it looks. Now you got the AI that your regular sort of what do you call them, streamers or content creators use. It looks realistic, but not as realistic because the powers that be have that, that I'm not a techie, so I don't know the correct terms. They have that higher level of technology, which shit looks really real, man. Okay, so they don't need you anymore. There's girls out there that look like this, but they don't need you anymore. All right, they don't need you anymore. All right. Check it out.
I may look real, but there is no need to be afraid of me. I am just here to be an AI actor. I'm Tilly Norwood, the world's first AI actor. Delighted to meet you. I'm so excited to be on Good Morning Britain. I may look real, but there is no need to be afraid of me. I am just here to spice up entertainment and tell stories in a new way. I hope you'll be seeing more of me.
Well, Aline van der Velden is the creator of Tilly Norwood and joins us now. I mean, this is surreal because...
By the way, copyright fair use, or in the UK, it'd be copyright fair deal. Okay, I'm not making no money out of this.
She appears to be a real person, but she's a figment of your imagination that you've coded to look like a real person. Is she really a threat to AI to actors?
I don't think she's a threat at all. I mean, I was an actor, I love actors, and we work as Particle 6, we work with a lot of traditional film and TV industry to help, bring a budget down for a traditional series and keep actors in work.
Bring the budget down, okay? So bring the budget down, okay, for the powers that be, the people that are investing money in movies and shows and things like that. Of course, how's it going to help the actors, okay? If you've got an actress out there that looks better than Tilly Norwood, the AI actor, whatever the AI actor, this fake creation here, right? She's going to be out of a job. Women that look like that, okay, or more attractive women, they're going to be out of jobs that want to be journalists, that want to be weather girls, that want to be, whatever it is, or be a reporter or whatever, okay? All the April O'Neils out there, okay? You're not going to have that chance because what they can do is use AI to dig out all the news and then maybe then have that news read in an autonomous way with technology using an attractive so-called face AI wise. So they can use, you know, I mean, like movies like Back to the Future too. What do they show? They show that in the future that they're going to get rid of lawyers too. So lawyers, there's a lot of female lawyers or lawyers in general, doctors. They're going to get rid of these things slowly but surely. Okay, and they want all the people out there not to have that high salary anymore, and so you can be subjugated more and put under the thumb of the powers that be. So you can take the CHIP when the time comes. All right, when this financial infrastructure falls. RFID chip. Let's just say it.
And get more productions going. So absolutely not. It's just a new art form, and this is a new way of expressing creativity.
So Tilly is currently...
Okay, like Tilly's in a bunch of movies now. Look, they're showing her. Okay, she's just saying an expressive art form. This bitch looks fake as well. This the yellow-haired one. I don't know. She even looks like a dude with that big-ass forehead. You know, Edomites really don't age well. But anyway,
working.
She is working.
And earning.
Yes.
So she's clearly earning and displacing earning.
Okay, she's earning. Who's getting Tilly's earnings then? Who's that going to? Is it going in her pocket, the creator? I don't know how it works. Okay, so it's going to affect a lot of you women that want these kinds of jobs. Okay, because you know back in the day there was an avenue for attractive women, beautiful long hair, attractive, curvaceous. There was an avenue. All right, secretaries. You know, an MD or a director would have an attractive secretary. You know, and they'll always ask, "Are you married or single?" You know, because they don't want no married women. They don't want the drama, so they're hoping to get a single secretary. You know, just so they can do with her, maybe have her as a concubine. And a lot of these Edomite MDs and directors, they like to have women that are exotic looking as well. So if you go to any offices, especially back in the day, they would have Indian women there, black women, Latin women, Arab women, all various types of attractive, luscious beauties in their office. Even some white women, especially in London. All right, but they won't have no brown guys working there because brown guys look better than Edomite men, you know, especially Jake. And they're gonna, you know, take the attention away from that peckerwood cracker inside that office. Okay, so attractive women will be used in jobs like that. Okay, because what takes the blues away of a man is seeing a beautiful, attractive woman that gives you the eyes, right? Okay, so all those kinds of jobs, nursing jobs, you know, where women, you know, can have, you know, what they feel is an easy ride and earn great money. Okay, that's being thrown out the window. Actresses, okay, office work, working remotely, all these jobs are being taken away from women. That's why a lot more women are homeless, and very attractive women that are built very nicely too. Okay, homeless, you know, you're being replaced.
Which would have gone to real actors?
I wouldn't say so. It's a new art form, and
to real actors, and displacing earnings which would have gone to real actors?
I wouldn't say so. It's a new art form, and I think it's additive. So I think we can add more to this industry that's been suffering for the past 15 years. This is the first time I, as a company, have seen a growth. I've seen a boom. We're creating new jobs. It's really exciting. And
that's like Trump saying creating new jobs when new jobs weren't even created. All right. And that's why you even got the MAGA lot. You know, all these MAGA people, these MAGA Edomites, these crackers, they're even taking their hats off and throwing them on the floor. They don't believe in Trump no more. But Trump's not their messiah anymore, their savior. You know, they're going to add that shit. Or they're always going to add a positive spin to everything negative. You know, but really all their positive things that they're adding to this is not happening. All right. It's not creating new jobs. It's not creating new opportunities. It's taking away, okay, away from the human element. It's taken away from people. All right. Okay. It's like machinery coming into play when cars were being built. Machinery took away from employees. All right, back in the day, you would have a workforce, okay? Whether he was even putting a lid on a pen, right? You had to do 1,000 pens a day or something, 2,000 pens a day, put lids on them or whatever. That's been taken away because machinery is coming there. Machinery and technology is taking away from humans. It's not going to add anything, okay? In a righteous world, you can use it. You can use it to help out, but for the most part, it's the humans that are going to suffer. Okay, if that's not the case, why are so many people bitching and moaning and living in cars and homeless? right? You know, somebody's got to be telling the truth, and this definitely not this woman.
I think we're going to go into a creative renaissance.
Yeah, I mean, that's nonsense, isn't it? Because actually, AI is taking jobs. There might be jobs in coding, isn't it? Because actually,
Look at that. You had to throw the goat there as well, right? Okay, see, all done by design. They know who's running the show. Look at that demonic grin. This tranny, whatever this thing is, has got. Look at that demonic. Look at that.
AI is taking jobs. There might be jobs in coding and creating. But if you are, for instance, dreaming up a new drama and you want to keep the costs utterly minimal, the obvious answer is just to have AI actors in a new drama. For instance, voiceovers. Now, why would somebody who wants to keep their costs low on an advert, for instance, pay the costs of an actor voiceover artist? Why wouldn't they just generate an AI voiceover?
Yeah, I mean, both are valid, and I think both.
Yeah, but only one's going to win.
We still want to watch real actors, right? I don't think we're going to replace Ed and Susanna. I think we want to watch real people. Don't you? I
Well, we hope so.
do.
But I think what you're doing is a slippery slope, isn't it? To us being replaced.
You're making assumptions there.
Okay.
How do you know? My brain may be being built at the moment like you're building Tilly's brain. How do you know it's me?
You're right. It's.
You know, see, they're going to come with, it's 6 minutes, 33 seconds long, but we got the idea of what's going on, all right? Creator of AI actor Tilly Norwood says she is not a threat to real actors. Yeah, so even actors, reporters, weather girls, all right? Okay? AI generally even in the office, all right, for technology. All right? So men are being replaced and women are being replaced, okay? But this is going to hit home with a lot of women because women, you know, their main currency is how they look, okay, and how they move, all right, and that it doesn't even have any kind of impact anymore because men aren't approaching them, and they're being kicked out of their jobs no matter how fine they are, and they're being replaced, okay, by people from abroad, whether it's nursing or by AI actors or AI in general, even if you work in a back end situation in an office, all right. Let's go to another. Let's go to. One second, just that's not the page. All right, these are nurses. Outrage after nursing is no longer considered a profession.
Or to pursue your $1,000. Third is that this novel is a
Okay, they're the backbone, definitely, you know, because they're having their backs broken in these hospitals, you know. Okay, 1 second. Let's go to now. You've got. Let me just go to the page, get it ready. It's lucky, man. The internet been playing around. Why some nurses leave the UK? All right, now they're going to America now. Now, UK nurses, obviously here in the UK, the salaries in America, which I've heard from a lot of people that worked in the States, is a little bit more. But I believe the taxes are a little bit more there as well, and the cost of living is a lot more higher compared to the UK, even though it is increasing here in the UK. But people are enticed by the so-called American dream, and what they show in videos and old school videos how America used to be. It's not like that anymore. But people are still falling for the okey doke, and so if they are understaffed or the powers that be in America don't want to have sort of homegrown nurses that want higher pay and better benefits and all that kind of thing, what they're going to do is, okay, they can leave and they will be replaced by nurses from abroad. Okay, that's why, why have they got images of a brown woman here and then an East Indian woman here, right? Because they know, you know, most of these women usually come from either eastern part of the world, where the salaries mentioned in America will be, sort of lighting a light bulb up in their head, compared to what they get in the UK. So they're going to jump for it. But what they're going to get in America, the American nurses are already getting. Okay. But then for American nurses, it's too low. But for the ones that are coming from abroad, the UK or other parts of the world, it's going to be enticing. All right. But they're going to find out soon enough that even being in America and earning that so-called high salary is not going to be enough to live. So for women in general, things are going to fail. And some people are going to find out when it's just too late. And if you noticed, how many so-called white women did they show in that? They showed Indian women, uh, East Asian women, or Vietnamese or Filipino women. Maybe they've even showed Latin women as well, because sometimes Indian and Latin women look kind of similar, right? So they can go hand in hand. Basically, brown women in general, so-called black women, but they haven't showed white women, right? Okay. So basically, they're going to get cheap labor coming into America, all right? There's no American dream anymore. All right, let's see what people are saying here in the comment section. This is from 6 months ago. Why nurses are leaving the UK, salary, lifestyle, and journey. This ain't Pretty Woman, man, where everything's still hunky dory in California and Miami and America. This ain't like that no more. Yeah, there's an Indian girl here, Manisha Singh. How can we move as HCA? All right, in USA, and what's the requirements needed for HCA, or can we convert as a nurse? I guess HCA is some kind of other profession and probably lower level compared to a nurse. I don't know what a HCA is. Actually, let me just check it out. I'm just checking my phone. What is the acronym HCA? What does it mean in nursing? Oh, healthcare assistant. Healthcare assistant. Can they convert to a nurse? All right, so okay, G&M nurse, 13 years experience. Any chance to work in USA? People want to go to America. That's why you got a lot of East Indians coming to America because they think that America is a place to be. They watch all those old school movies, how America used to be 35 years ago. It's not like that anymore. It's our American dream. There's actually an exodus leaving from America, man. But, people are going to find out the hard way. All right. Let's go to some scriptures, man. Nurses. Okay. Well, I watched. One second. Oh. One second. Let me read a scripture. Now she's an old woman. She's been working a while, so she's got some dough saved. I'm sure she's got a husband, children, grown children. They're all probably working. Every woman is not in the same scenario, right? But a lot of women are leaving, okay, for whatever reason, and they don't know how grave and serious the situations are of being replaced. They don't realize that they can't just, this ain't the 70s where you can walk out of a job and find another one. Some do find jobs, some don't. Okay, we're in a time where even everybody's saying if you have a job, no matter how much you hate it, stay with it, because finding a job now, no matter what you're qualified in, is damn near, it's like an uphill battle. All right. Isaiah 19 and 15. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt which the head or tail or branch or rush may do. Okay, we see all the women bitching and moaning. There's no jobs. I've made so many applications. I haven't received a response. I had 5 interviews. I jumped over hurdle after hurdle after hurdle. Once I asked what the basic salary is, they said that I was asking too many questions on that. I should focus on the job alone. But if you don't work, you don't eat. You need to know what you're being paid, right? So people are being basically shafted. All right. So a lot of people are being put through the ringer, especially women. And we've seen video after video after video after video of many nationalities of women, especially in America, the UK, complaining of the lack of work and finding it hard to survive. And now with AI and foreign workers and salaries not being met to keep people balanced out and floating instead of sinking. A lot of people are taking the deep plunge of actually walking out of work, and pissed off at the same time that the jobs that they studied and trained for many, many years, it doesn't even mean a damn thing anymore. It's like going to security guard school, and you're going to become a security guard and they train you for a week to 24 hours or whatever, 24 hours to a week, and you get a diploma, and then you go to where you're supposed to be stationed to man that area for 12 hours. It means the same thing as getting a certificate like they give to all children, even the loser. You get a trophy for first place, you get a trophy for second place, you get a trophy for third place, you get a trophy for fourth place, fifth place, sixth place, seventh place, eighth place, whatever, right? It doesn't mean anything anymore. Okay? So that it factor is gone. Jobs are gone. You're being replaced with AI behind the scenes and in the forefront with women. They make with AI actresses, which they make look attractive, and they look damn near real. So why would they? And all these companies, are putting you women in a predicament. And the oldest trade out there from women back in the day was what? Why do men approach women? Why? You think men want to approach women just to talk to you and look into your eyes and hold your hand and spend tons of cash on you to get nothing in return? It's always about the 1-2. Okay? The whole getting that woman into the bedroom. All right? Okay, that's why, men approach women. All right? And the oldest profession in the world is going to be prostitution. And a lot of you women are already doing that, but you're doing it in a nice way. You're covering it up with OnlyFans, or you're covering up with technology, saying, okay, yeah, make me an offer, send me the cash app, okay, of £1,000 or $1,500 or whatever, and meet at a mutual location in a public hotel that's well known, okay, and then you'll probably have your girlfriend waiting out in the car park, okay. If I don't come out in an hour, call the police or whatever, right? Whatever they got, or even a pimp waiting for them in the car with some, I don't know, whatever, how women arrange it, okay. And they're going to meet these men and being paid for sex. That's what it's going to lead to, prostitution. And it's happening everywhere. Okay? Women from Europe and the UK, British women, crackheads, heroin addicts, happening in America, attractive women in the streets of California, and a lot of them are Israelite women. Okay? This is the only work that's going to be left in Egypt. All right? While the cash money is there. Once the cash money is gone, men are going to just take it. All right? Isaiah 32:10. All right? Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. All right? It's failing. All right? Verse 11, tremble ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. And you're literally being stripped bare. Once your wigs and your makeup comes off, you look horrible, for the most part. Some women are attractive, some women are not. But this would be an example. You're being stripped bare of all your goodies. All right? Verse 12, they shall lament for the teats. You are being fed by Big Daddy Esau, the government, the so-called white man. You'll be given all these treats. Oh, she's a woman, give her that position. Oh, she's not very strong. She's only 5'4" or 5'2". She's attractive. We don't need her doing that kind of work. Put her in the office. Now you're being even thrown out of the office. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. Okay? Verse 13, upon the land of my people shall come up thorns and briars, yea, upon all the houses of joy in the joyous city. All right? So that joy is going to be gone. Let's go to the NLT version, okay? Isaiah 32:10 NLT. All right? In a short time, just a little more than a year, you careless ones will suddenly begin to care. All right? Well, you women are. Oh, why aren't men approaching me? I want to be a wife. Oh, I've wasted my time. I shouldn't have listened to my aunts and my older sisters. You women are going to care. All right? You shouldn't have listened to your aunts and your older sisters. Okay, so Isaiah 32:10. In a short time, just a little more than a year, you careless ones will suddenly begin to care. For your fruit crops will fail, and the harvest will never take place. Verse 11, tremble you women of ease, throw off your complacency, strip off your pretty clothes, and put on burlap to show your grief. Okay? Verse 12, beat your breasts in sorrow for your bountiful farms and your fruitful grapevines. Okay? Verse 13, for your land will be overgrown with thorns and briars. Your joyful homes and happy towns will be gone. Okay? And that's happening. All right? All dressed up and no way to go. All dressed up and no man is asking you out. Okay? All dressed up, going for job interviews that used to get so easily 15 years ago. Okay? You're not getting now. All right? The love of many is waxing cold. No man is opening doors for you anymore. Okay? No man is saying please or thank you to you anymore. They don't give a shit about you. They don't care about you anymore. That power that you women held is being taken away. All right? Okay, I'm gonna leave it there now because we're going in 40 minutes of the video. All right, we got the idea. I was gonna play this. 1 second. Nurses are giving up and quitting after insane work changes. And we mentioned this insane work changes, whatever they are, being overworked, underpaid. All right, not having the infrastructure there to deliver to your needs and requirements. Okay, so you women are going to be replaced. Some of you women can leave because you've put in the graft and the grind there for many years, and she's obviously in her 60s. So she's got maybe a little bit put away. She's probably got a husband who got some dough put away. So some women can take that plunge of retiring early, but a lot of you women are going to suffer, man. All right. All praises, honor, glory, and power be to Abano Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash, Shalom. Mawatha Bad Babal, Kwame Shalom.